Hello. All right, let me make sure I can see my TikTok screen. Welcome, guys. If you are here and you're watching the replay, just type hashtag replay in the comments. That's going to let me know you guys are watching this on the replay. I've just got my my screens up on all the different places. I'm streaming using StreamYard, but I'm on multiple platforms at one time. Uh-oh. If you guys are here, everybody just say hi. You guys are here on TikTok or wherever you guys are here on, just say hi. Let me know what city, state, or country you're watching me on. Hang on one second. So, whew, I'm streaming on StreamYard, and there's like some different things happening, and I'm just trying to find the comments. Okay, there we go. All right. So welcome, guys. You guys, we are streaming live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. And so I want you guys to just chime in and tell me where you are. Hey, I see from Ohio. Welcome, guys. Let me pull up my phone. My phone's gonna show me actually live. So I just want to be able to see myself there. All right, hang on one second. Let me pull that up here. All right. So I think I'm on my main TikTok. Sometimes I forget. Let me see. Am I on my main TikTok? Oh, I can't tell. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Because I have two accounts on TikTok and they have the same profile picture. So I'm a little nervous that I'm live on the other account and I should not be. No, I think I'm on the right one. All right. So welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, from Philadelphia. So hello, everyone. I asked you guys to just kind of join in and tell me what city, state, or country you guys are watching from. We did a live a little bit earlier, and I wanted to come up and do a follow-up live. Let me see what time I got to get off. Okay, I have a client appointment in about 40 minutes. So we will chat here for a little bit of time. So welcome everybody. I'm Kia Kelly. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for watching. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting share on the live stream, and as you guys watch, if you wouldn't mind tapping your screen, if you're on TikTok, that invites more people into the stream. TikTok loves the engagement. So that invites people into the stream. All right. Okay. So let's have a conversation. So we obviously, the Supreme Court just met again. They just had a whole other conversation. They're reviewing all the things as it pertains to what this side is saying and what this side is saying. They are saying they're going to have a decision on Wednesday. They'll still share their findings on Wednesday. Okay. So as of right now, we're not going to get an answer today. We're not going to get an answer tomorrow. We're going to get an answer on Wednesday. Okay. So for those of you guys that are trying to figure out what's going on, the short version is that, they gave TikTok until January 19th to divest, to sell to an American company, or that they would ban the app in the US. And right now it's January 13th. President-elect Trump tried to step in and ask the Supreme Court to meet with them sooner. And he's asking them to give TikTok more time until he gets into office. And so Supreme Court, they met last week and then they're met again this morning, just kind of with each other. And they said they're going to share some things with us on Wednesday. Okay. So as of right now, we're just kind of waiting to see what the Supreme Court decides, so on and so on. So because of that, those of us that love TikTok and that create content on TikTok, we're all like, it's kind of caught in limbo, So I love TikTok. Obviously TikTok, like I've always been a business owner, and I built my business on like Facebook and Instagram. And when God encouraged me to get on TikTok at the end of 2019, it completely changed my life. Like it just completely changed my life. And it's been such an amazing experience, And so I started a second account on TikTok, and that has changed my life locally in Houston, because I've been trying to create a community here in Houston, and just in a very short amount of time, that account it's just changing my life in terms of the community I'm building, just a whole ordeal, right? And so, because of that, I am like, of course, I don't want TikTok to get banned. I love TikTok. I mean, I enjoy that platform so much, like with my business, without my business, the people on the platform, like I love TikTok. So like for y'all, what are some of the things you guys love about TikTok? I love how it has given so many people a voice that never I don't know, they just didn't have confidence. It's just changed the lives of so many people, not just financially, but just them as in them themselves. And it's just been, very rewarding to just see people. And so I was sharing a little bit earlier today because I came on for about 20 minutes, some thoughts. And so I wanted to just come on and share those thoughts with you guys again and also answer questions and things of that nature. So, as a business owner, okay, I'm a consultant. I teach people how to make money online. Okay. So, many of you guys know that I have a course, but I don't just sell courses, right? I've been doing what I've been doing a long time. That's me at 21 years old on stage with 12,000 people. I've been doing what I've been doing for 20 years, a very, very, very long time. Okay. And so, what I am trying to do today is a couple things. Okay. One, I'm trying to tell you what you should do right now. Okay. Then we will talk about other platforms. Okay. So first, it's what you should do right now. And then we will talk about other platforms. Okay. So while you guys are here, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing the broadcast, I'd appreciate it so much, especially if you are on TikTok. If you can just tap your screen while we're live, that's going to increase the likes. So right now we have 180 likes on TikTok. And so the more likes that we have, the more TikTok pushes this video out to the live center and the For You page. So if you guys wouldn't mind just tapping your screen, tapping a little heart while you're here, that is so valuable to me. Okay. Thank you, Coach Meg. All right. So here's the thing to understand. Y'all tell me, how many followers do you have on TikTok? Okay. How many followers do you currently have on TikTok? I don't listen. If you have 10,000, a million, 4 million, whatever, it doesn't matter. I just want to know, how many followers do you currently have on TikTok? So my main account, there's 413, I think. On my other account is 26,000. Okay. So Coach Meg has 224,000. Antonio has 1410. LaDonda has 30K. Let me see. The six figure has 16K. 489,000. Okay. All right. So y'all keep telling me how many you have, and let's keep the conversation going. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. Okay. We are going to talk about other platforms, but just hear me first. Oh, thanks, girl. Thank you. I can't see. Okay. I'm trying to see your name. Aquila Sky. Okay. Here's the thing to understand. You have an audience of people, right? You already have people that like you. Okay. You already have people who enjoy what you put out into the world, right? And one of the things that you know is that if these people can follow you to the next place, then you can grow that pretty quickly, right? You can at least get it to where you currently are, right? So you have X number of people, right? And you're trying to, at some point in time, potentially move from TikTok to another place, right? Listen, before you focus on just telling people to follow you, I'm doing it too. Like you see here, it says follow on Instagram. Y'all come follow me on Instagram at Kian Kelly. Okay. So, in addition to that, listen, the biggest thing you can actually do for yourself is to figure out, how can I, like, I know I say this in a phrase, I always say control, but I'm trying to figure out another phrase. How can I put all the people that currently follow me into a bucket, right? How can I get all the people that follow me into a bucket? Let me give you an example. So I just had a second account on TikTok, and I'm hosting a meetup here in Houston. And my intention was to get 50 people to come to this meetup so I could start making friends. Now, I understood that I can post content to people, but there's no guarantee that they're going to always see my content unless they just see it on the For You page, or unless they go to my profile. Okay, meaning, if let's just say you have 10,000 followers, that's great. But just because you post one video doesn't mean those 10,000 people constantly see that video, right? I think we all know that. Okay. So, because I understood that with that meetup, I said, I'm trying to host a meetup. How do I get the people who want to come to this meetup? How do I get them into a controlled environment? How do I get them into a bucket? Okay. So what I did was I created a Google form. Okay. I went on to Google and I created a form, and people could put in their name, their email address, and something else. I can't remember. Right. And I said, if you want to join this meetup, there's a link in my bio, fill out the form. Right. And so what happened was, I created content on TikTok and I told people, if you want to come to this meetup, fill out this form. Okay. 50 people filled it out. 100 people filled it out. 200 people, 300 people, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1,000 people on TikTok filled out that form, right? Now, listen to me. Here's the thing. I have 26,000 people on that account, which is great, right? But all the people that want to come to that meetup, guess what? I now have all 1,000 people into a bucket. Okay. 1,000 people filled out the form, right? So now I created a newsletter for those 1,000 people. And each week, I'm sending them an email reminding them that the meetup is taking place on February 7th and February the 8th. So whether they see my content on TikTok or not, moving forward, 1,000 people, I have their email addresses where I can send them messages and I can talk to them, reminding them about this meetup. Does that make sense? So now I get to talk to those 1,000 people. Okay. So now I have an opportunity for those other 26,000 people. I can say, how can I move those 26,000 people that like me on TikTok into a controlled environment outside of the meetup, to where if I decide to go to a different platform like Instagram or YouTube or Fanbase or Rednote, how can I get those 26,000 people into this bucket? And then once they're in that bucket and I choose which platform I'm going to focus on, I can then send 26,000 people an email and say, hey, come follow me on Rednote or on Lemonade or on Fanbase, right? So with this account has 500,000 people. My goal is, how can I get as many people from this account to join some type of community, some type of controlled environment like my newsletter, right? How can I make that happen? And if they join, then when I choose which platform I'm going to focus on, then I can send them an email saying, hey, come and follow me here. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, everybody? Just say makes sense. And if you guys wouldn't mind tapping your screen, I would appreciate it. Okay. Again, you are going to go to some other platform. That's a given. If TikTok gets banned, you are going to move. You are going to Lemonade or Rednote or YouTube or Fanbase or Clapper. You are going somewhere, right? But instead of you completely starting over on that platform, you want to focus on getting all the people connected to you in a bucket. Okay. You want to get them into a bucket so you can control how often you have a conversation with them. That is your number one focus. Should be not just moving platforms, because does that make sense? Is all this making sense, you guys? Y'all got questions about that? Ask me in the comments. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's called Rednote. Red, like the color red, and then note, like writing a note. Okay. All right. So listen, all of those apps that we're hearing about are fantastic. But in the next 24, 48, 72 hours, the number one thing you need to be doing is creating some type of newsletter or just a Google form. Okay. Let me give you guys an example. Hold on. Let me pull up Google really quickly. Let me see. Hold on. Where's I'm going to show y'all how to create a Google form. All right. Okay. Yeah, everybody's called them TikTok refugees. It's so funny. Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull up my Google. All right, Google Forms. So let me go to StreamYard. All right. So let me do a quick screen share so y'all can see. All right. Share screen. All right. We're going to go to allow entire screen. Oh, no. Let me see. Chrome tab. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and go to Google. All right. So I'm going to Google. All right. And I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to click on forms. Okay. You see in the upper right hand corner? I clicked the purple one. I clicked on forms. All right. Let me make sure y'all can see. Let me see. I'm looking at myself here. Y'all can see. Okay. Let me make sure. Hold on. It looks like it's a delay on my end. Can I see that? Hold on. Is that working? Hold on. It's still showing me. I don't want y'all seeing that. I want y'all to see the form. Hold on. Share this tab. Okay. Hold on. Did y'all see an email? I want y'all to see the form. There we go. Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay. So here's some different forms I've created, right? So this was the meetup. Okay. I'm going to click on that. All right. Now we created a whole website since then, but we have 463 people respond to the form. Okay. So listen, all you want to do is this. Let me go back to it. All right. You want to, at minimum, you want to go to Google and you want to create a form. Okay. I'm going to click on blank form. And then you can have this here, connect with me off TikTok, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And in addition to that, you want to put in here, what do you want people to do? Okay. You can put in here where you have them fill out the question is going to be their name, and you give them a space to write their name, right? And then you ask them for their email address. Okay. And so then they can put their email address in there, right? If you want to, you can ask them for their Instagram handle. You don't have to, but you can. Okay. So then you have that. Okay. Now you got their name, their email, and maybe a social media platform. Okay. In addition to that, what you want to do is you want to click this button where it says link to Sheets. Okay. Once you do that, then it's going to create a whole different form. Friends from TikTok. I'm just naming the sheet, and then we're going to click that. Okay. What that's going to do is every single time somebody fills out this form, it's going to automatically put them on a sheet. Let me give you an example. I'm going to go to my previous form. Hold on. Let me show you. Here is the Houston meetup. All right. This is the 400 people until we created a whole different website for it. All right. Then we got the responses, all these people. And then let's click on view in Sheets. Okay. Look, here is the 400 and some odd people that signed up in Sheets. Okay. And signed up on a Google form. And then now they're here. Right. So then what we did as a company is we went into our email system, which is called Kit. All right. And then we imported them into Kit. Okay. Now, what does that do? Let me show you. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick. I'll show y'all. And then once we have them into Kit, all right, then now I'm just sending regular emails. So let me show you. I'm going to do another screen share. Hang on one second. Hang on. If you're just joining, I'm telling everybody what they should do before moving to a different platform. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show y'all Kit. Okay. I'm going to make sure y'all can see that. Hang on one second. All right. So then here is Kit. I'm going to show y'all all the people that have signed up for the meetup so far, just so you can see I'm not lying about the 1,000 people. Just got to prove. Okay. So Houston, KK, BB. That's the meetup. Right. So we have 1,036 people that have signed up for the meetup. Okay. Does that make sense? And then these are our 143 volunteers that are going to be at the meetup. Okay. So all of them got imported from the sheets. Right. And then look, let me show you something. So then I just sent out an email once a week. Okay. So this is the email for the volunteers. Okay. So this email is going out to everybody on tomorrow night. So this email says meetup volunteers meeting. So 143 people that sign up to be volunteers, they're going to get this email that says, hey, come and join this meeting so we can talk about the actual meetup. Right. But in addition to that, we had some really big updates for our meetup. we decided to host 2 days instead of 1 day, right? So we sent out an email. We had an issue with it, so we had to resend it, and it went out to 892 people. Now, that went out to 892 people on January the 10th, but it's been days and days and days, and people have still signed up for this meetup. So we're able to create one email, send it to 892 people, and 73% of them opened it, right? Let me tell you what that is, okay? Let me see. Let me see, how many is that? 892 times 73% equals, so 650 people open that email. What does that mean? What that means is that we talked to our online community. We got 890 some of them to join an email list, right? And almost was over 70% opened it, meaning they all got a notification, right? And so then we're telling them what's going on. So what does that mean? That means that I'm able to communicate with 1,000 people like that. So my job now is to go on both of my accounts on TikTok, this one, and create a newsletter where people can sign up for and move 500,000 people off of TikTok onto my newsletter. And it's to go on my other account, my creator account, okay, and create a form for them and get them to join a newsletter. And so when I decide which platform I'm going to focus on, that I can just send them an email and say, hey, I'm focusing on this platform. Come follow me here, right? Because again, you are going to move. Like, the last thing you want to do is worry about whether TikTok is going to be here or not, right? So at some point in time, you are going to move from TikTok because the government's doing whatever it is that they're doing, right? And you're not going to sit around and just wait until they decide to ban or whatever. So in the meantime, what you should be focusing on is, how can I get my community in a place, and then how can I move them? Okay. And so here's the deal. My thought process on all the apps. Okay. Who here is a creator and you monetize through your content? Like, you're not selling anything, but you monetize through your content. Like, you make money through views, right? If that's you, just tell me in the chat. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Okay. Now here's the deal. If you are a creator and you make money through your content, then you've got to go to a place where monetization is already happening. Okay. If you are a creator and you're making money from your content, you've got to go to a place where monetization is already happening. Okay. So as of right now, the place where people are making money for their content is Facebook Reels, is Facebook with video content, is Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and then Fanbase, right? Now, people are making money through YouTube Shorts, but you got to get to millions of views on Shorts before you get monetized. It's going to take a while. Okay, till you get monetized on YouTube, okay? So Facebook Reels and oh shoot, what did I just say? Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and Fanbase. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and Fanbase. Okay. So if that's your number one focus is monetization, then you've got to move to a place that allows that. If your number one place is where you make money through TikTok Shop and you want to be promoting products, then you want to go to Flip. Okay. Because Flip, you're monetized the moment you jump on the platform. Okay. Does that make sense? But if your goal is you just want to create content and you want to grow an audience of people, then you can go to Rednote. You can grow a large audience on Rednote pretty quickly, right? But Rednote is having a TikTok moment, right? Meaning that in 2019, nobody really knew about TikTok. And so TikTok was, people were having fun on TikTok, doing what they were doing, whatever on TikTok. And then when the millions of people came on TikTok because of the COVID-19 or whatever, right? Once that happened, guess what? Then TikTok had to figure out how to monetize creators. They had to figure out so much stuff. I don't know if you guys remember, but a lot of us were complaining that you couldn't go live on TikTok or you couldn't do this. There was all these things that you could not do on TikTok when we first came over in 2020 and 2021 because they weren't ready for the amount of people that were going to join. So Red Note is experiencing that right now. It's a great app. I downloaded it. I had set up a profile on it, right? But they're not gonna. It's not gonna be 100% TikTok. It's great, but some of the things that you guys are getting right now on TikTok isn't quite there, right? I still have to play around with it, right? But I'm not able to put a link in my bio on Red Note at all, which is not beneficial for me as a business owner, right? Does that make sense? And so you've got to determine, like, okay, which one makes the most sense for what it is that you're trying to do. But no matter where you choose to go, you've got to have a marketing strategy to get your audience from TikTok to there, right? That's like right now, one of my strategies is to tell you guys, come follow me on Instagram, right? I created a StreamYard. I'm teaching you guys. And then on screen, it says, follow me on Instagram. Why? I've been on Instagram for a long time. We got 32,000 followers on Instagram, right? And I teach people how to make money online. Very similar to what I do here on TikTok. I teach that here on, on Instagram. So I'll encourage you guys, come follow me on Instagram at King Kelly, right? Favorite It is another platform that they are working to add features that TikTok has, right? So I've heard about Favorite It too, right? And there's a lot of different apps out there right now that people are all running to and promoting. And I'm not saying either one of them is better than the other. I'm saying that you're gonna have to be very intentional with what you currently have and getting these people here into a bucket so you can move them, right? So with Lemon8 is amazing. It's not TikTok like, it's very much the old school Instagram where it's more image based, right? So it's like text and image based. You can add videos there, but people don't watch as many videos on Lemon8 as they do on TikTok. Right now, if you go ahead and connect you set up your Lemon8 account with your TikTok, what's going to happen on Lemon8 is that when people are joining the platform, it's going to alert them to follow people that they already follow, right? So as of right now, let me tell you, it's so funny. On Lemon8, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 posts on Lemon8. 6. I have 6 posts on Lemon8. And as of right now, I have, let me see. 18,200 followers. 18,200 followers on Lemon8, and I only have 6 posts. Now, why is that happening? Because my TikTok is connected to my Lemon8. So when you go in the back of your TikTok, and it's going to ask you to connect a Lemon8, and then it's going to connect the two, and it's going to alert people that already follow you to come follow you on Lemon8. Okay. Now on Lemon8, I'm the same name. It's King of Kelly. I have 2 accounts. One is King of Kelly, and one is King of Kelly brand. King of Kelly brand is like my okay. This one TikTok is King of Kelly, and it's the same on Lemon8, right? The one that's called King of Kelly brand on TikTok is connected to that on Lemon8. So I don't have a whole lot of content on Lemon8 right now. I just put 6 posts up there, right? But the app is recommending me to people who already followed me on TikTok. So that's one of the things that's going to happen there, okay? But here's the deal. That sounds great, but at the same time, Lemon8 is owned by TikTok. Okay. So right now, the government is not talking about banning Lemon8, but just remember that that is owned by TikTok. So is that somewhere you want to double down next after TikTok? Probably not, because they're already on TikTok's heels. They already know they own Lemon8. They already know that they own a CapCut, right? So it's important to understand that. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you guys are going to choose a new platform, you've got to consider, what are your goals? If your goals is monetization immediately, then you've got to go to a platform that monetizes. Okay. Now, the number one platform right now that's paying the most money in general is probably Threads, right? But Threads is more text based, right? You moving all your TikTok content to Threads is not the way. The text based content does way better on Threads than video. So if you want to start making more money as a creator, Threads is the great place for you. But if you're wanting to show up online like you were on TikTok and make money, then you've got to go to the place that's paying people the most. The platform that's paying people the most money for video content is Facebook. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know people are talking about boycotting Meta. I get it. I'm just saying, if you were asking me as the consultant, which platform is paying people the most money for their video content right now, it is Facebook. A lot of creators aren't talking about it. I mean, but I've been in so many rooms with creators, and they're like, "Man, Meta is paying big money," and they are. I get messages every single month of a check that I got paid from Facebook. Now, listen, I get it. I get it. I get it about DEI. I'm not saying you should go there. I'm just educating you. Okay. Listen, obviously, diversity. I get it, right? Okay. So the number one place is paying the most money right now is Facebook Reels. Hands down, right? So Shaniqua said YouTube. Yeah, I get paid from YouTube videos, but it takes creators a longer time to get monetized. So if they're just coming over to YouTube, it's going to take them a minute. They got to get those 4,000 watch hours, for long form content. If they're going to do shorts, man, they got to get millions of hours in order to make money from YouTube shorts. So if somebody already is monetized on YouTube, I say go all in. But if you're trying to keep yourself from losing what you're already making, you got to go to who's currently paying. What app are you using for this live? Oh, thank you. This is StreamYard. StreamYard. Yeah. Yeah. Meta was definitely the biggest person lobbying for the TikTok ban. 100%. So I am not I am not like pro Meta. I'm not, and this is not me saying pro Meta. Meta and I are friends. They don't know that I exist. I'm literally coming to you as an unbiased consultant and saying, if you are saying to yourself, I want to make money and not lose my money from TikTok, you've got to go to where you can make money right now. And the place paying the most is Facebook with shorts content. Fan base is paying, but here's the thing to know about fan base. Fan base is, how do I say this? Fan base, let me see. If all 100 million people from TikTok go over to fan base and start loading down the platform with their content, they're going to break the platform. Okay. If all of us go from TikTok to fan base, we're going to break the platform. Okay. Because they're still fairly new. They're still getting financial backers to help them with their servers and all the type of stuff. Right. I think that fan base is a good player. 100%. I am just saying it's important to understand, if you're like, I'm going all in on fan base, you can do that. But just understand that they're still working some things out over there. You're talking about monetizing with Facebook creator platform or business page. What do you mean creator platform? Same thing, right? So my business page, and I'm in the monetization program. So in my business page, and I'm in monetization on my personal platform as well. So just putting short content out on the places that allow you to monetize on Facebook. I have it on both. Okay. Let me see. I don't understand how to monetize with Facebook Reel. I don't have a Facebook business page. So create a Facebook business page and then go and click on monetization, and it'll tell you how to monetize. So the same way everybody had to learn how to monetize on TikTok, we have to learn how to monetize on all the other places. Okay? All right? I'm just trying to give you guys some insight, some unbiased insight. Of course, I have my thoughts about Meta and this and this 100%. But this is unbiased, unemotional guidance, okay? In the sense of, you are going to lose a bunch of revenue potentially if TikTok is banned, that you're going to lose a bunch of followers if it gets banned. And you've got to now get people into like a form, okay? So you can control, so that when you go to whatever platform you go to, you can tell them where to go. Okay? Does that make sense? Thanks for the gems. I feel a way out about going to Facebook and Instagram, but don't feel like Yeah, well, I get it. I get a check every month from Instagram, from Facebook, and all them. And I'm like, thank you. Right now, we have built a business on Facebook. We built a business on Instagram and TikTok, and we've been focusing now on YouTube. Who is paying us the most money right now? Um, mm, from a creator. Okay, hold on. As my business, who pays me the most money? Facebook and Instagram. Okay. As a creator, per views, who's paying me the most money? YouTube. Okay. It took me a long time to get monetized on YouTube. You can do it, but it took us a long time to get monetized on YouTube. Okay. So it'll take a while. Okay. Uh yeah. So the thing about TikTok is that we're making money through the creator rewards program per views from TikTok shop, and then the gifts, right? So if a creator leaves TikTok, they leave the creator rewards program, TikTok shop, gifts, all of that. It's a lot of money to lose. There is no verdict on where to go. There is no verdict. You got to decide which one works best for you for your goals. Okay. Now, again, we're going to be hearing from a lot of different platforms telling us to come there. They got Favorited, you got Fanbase, you got Red Note, you got Lemonade, obviously Meta. There's a lot of different platforms to go to. There's a lot of them, right? But you've got to determine, like, okay, what's your goal? So a lot of the people that are on TikTok Shop, the number one place they should go is Flip, right? Flip is the best place to go as someone who wants to make money. Right? There's so many places to go. Me as a business owner, my best place to go is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, right? As who I am and what I do, right? Now, as a content creator, like on my other account, it may be some of the other ones, but business wise for me, it's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay. So, you, listen, here's the deal. TikTok has been around for a long time. So they have so much infrastructure, so much stuff together, right? And then TikTok was forced to get everything together since 2020. So we all love what TikTok is today, but it wasn't like that when we all first came onto the platform, right? And so many of these platforms are where they are right now, but they're all going to evolve and they're all going to get better. Some of them are going to get better, some of them are going to go away, right? So you may not know exactly which one's best for you. Okay. Right. Again, y'all may not know this about me, but I'm very spiritual. And so the way that I got on TikTok is because God told me to in 2019 when nobody was talking about it. And I thought it was crazy, but I did it anyway. And I was like, thank God I heard him right. So right now I'm just like, just tell me what to do. Cause like otherwise I'm gonna be here and here and here and here and here. And I'm like, I gotta run my business and I gotta stay sane. If I'm constantly going all these other places, it's too much for me, right? So I'm going like, okay, God, you're the same one who told me to get on TikTok. You're going to be the same one that's going to tell me what to do. And right now, I haven't heard anything. So I can't tell you this is the number one to go to, right? When I get some spiritual insight from the Lord, I can tell y'all what that is. Right now, I don't have it, right? Do I have an account on Flip? Yes. Do I have an account on Fanbase? Yes. Do I have an account on Lemonade and Red Note? Yes. Why? I just got my name. I always get my name on social media platforms, even if I don't do anything with them, because I just want to have my name, right? But do I know which one I'm going to really focus on? I don't know that as of right now. When I know that, I can tell you guys that. Okay. Like I just don't know that right now. Once I get there, I will definitely tell y'all. I don't know right now. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, that's good. Shaniqua, YouTube, 100%. I'm streaming live right now on YouTube. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok right now. I post content on YouTube every single day, on Instagram every single day, on Facebook every single day, right? We all love the Red Note. Red Note, people are so sweet over on Red Note. I'm staying focused on Instagram and Facebook. I totally understand that. And I can understand the people who are like, I'm boycotting Meta because they were lobbying to ban TikTok and the whole removing like the DEI initiatives. I 100% get it if you are saying I'm not going there. I get that. I'm not saying you should be there. I'm just saying if you are looking for the place that's paying people the most money, that's the most established, right? Facebook Meta is the most established, but that's why they were pushing to get TikTok out because they were losing a lot of money. Facebook lost a lot of money when we all ran the TikTok in 2020. Okay. Hey, Jamar. Ain't seen you in a long time. Okay. They lost millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars as a result of us all being on TikTok. And so, yeah, I can see it. But guess what? We can't control it. We can't control what happens with the government. We can't control what happens with Meta. But you can control is you, your content, and how you're making money. Right? You got to figure out how to control what it is you want to control. That's why I'm telling you guys, come follow me on Instagram. I've been growing on Instagram for years, right? Teaching people how to make money on Instagram for years. Same as TikTok. I didn't get my start on TikTok. I got my start on Facebook, then Instagram, then TikTok, now YouTube, right? Okay. Yeah. Always get your name on any account. The only platform where I don't have my name is OnlyFans. I don't want nobody thinking that Key and Kelly got an OnlyFans account. If you see an account on OnlyFans with my name, it ain't me. That's the only place where I don't have my name. Okay. All right. Meta is not DEI, it's the remover of the fact. So there's a lot of things people feel about Meta. So when you watch the content on TikTok, everybody's talking about a lot of different things. And I'm like, okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Anybody got any questions for me? I have a call coming up with a client very soon. I teach people how to make money. So I have a client that I'm working with for 2 hours, helping her monetize her business. So I just want to jump on here because I know you guys have those questions of like, where should we go? What should we do? Right? Listen, okay. If somebody is like passionately saying this is the next app, right? You have to check that on your own. Everybody's going to say whatever they say. At the end of the day, you have to go, okay, like, how do I feel about this? I'm hearing people say Red Note is it, fan base is it, this is it. And I'm like, right now, I ain't hearing none of that. That don't mean they wrong. It just means I ain't hearing none of that. So I have to go and check with myself so that I can invest my time and energy where I need to invest my time and energy. Right. The one thing that I heard God tell me to do is you need to focus on Instagram. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus on Instagram. I will continue to ask him, should I go to Fanbase? Should I focus on Fanbase or Lemonade or Red? I'll ask him all that. And if I hear him say no, then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna double down where he tell me to double down at. Yeah, I hope you make it to Houston too. Let me see. I love y'all. I'm reading those comments. Hey, Floor. I asked you about the distinction between Meta and YouTube monetization for you. So my shorts content makes money, period. Like I create content that can potentially go viral and I just repost it on Facebook Reels and we make money. YouTube, we just started making money, but it's not big money. We make like maybe $300 or $200, for the month, which is still good considering that we weren't making anything. But our team is working on making our YouTube videos better so we can make more. But right now, it's not our biggest money maker. My business is what makes us the most money. I know that's right. Yeah, right. Exactly. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. How long did it take for you to start getting monetized on YouTube? Me, it took a long time, honestly, because I didn't know what I was doing. Right. I didn't really know how to get my 4,000 watch hours. But when I started to realize, oh, I need to be going live and getting everybody to watch me while I'm live for an hour. When I realized that was a thing, that I focused in on YouTube Live because I was like, oh man, if I can get 100 people every day to watch me for an hour, that's 100 hours. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like I just didn't know what to do so it took me a long time. But it may not take you that long because you may know how to get your watch hours up. Okay. All right, you guys. So listen, I have got to get ready for my client meeting that's coming up in 30 minutes. She paid me big money to help her. So I got to make sure I got my stuff together. All right. I may come back tomorrow and talk to you guys about a little bit more. But between now and then, you guys know I'm always giving you guys all the good stuff, teaching y'all all the things. Come and follow me on Instagram. Okay. Kenya Kelly on Instagram. All right. All right. Kenya Kelly on Instagram. I will continue to be here on TikTok until we can't be here no more. All right. Okay. Come follow me on Instagram. Okay. Obviously, I have a newsletter as well in my bio if y'all want to join that. But for now, come follow me on Instagram. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I love Roberto Blake. My best friend always talks about Roberto, always talks about Roberto Blake. I need to go and watch him to make my channel better. Okay. All right. So I'm hosting that meetup. If you're not from Houston, I wouldn't necessarily fly in or anything. If you live in like Dallas or Austin, I would say come in for the meetup. But if you're talking about flying in, I wouldn't do that because it's just a meetup. It's not like it's not like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't fly in. I'm hosting a meetup on my other account where it's like a friend meetup. And some people have asked me, should they fly in for it? I'm telling them no, because it's not like that. It's not where you spend all this money on a flight and hotel and all. No, I would not have you do that for that. If it was a business conference I was hosting, sure. Yeah, sure. Oh, moving. Okay, perfect. Love it. Okay. So people have asked me that about coming and flying in for the event. And I'm like, no, because it's not, you're gonna be so disappointed. Okay. Uh uh Oh, I can see that, Shaniqua. I can see that. I gotta do better with my videos. I do great videos, but we gotta do better with our editing and like SEO and all that, but we don't. We're working on it. Okay. All right, guys. I gotta let y'all go. I gotta go have lunch and I gotta get ready for my client meeting. But if you guys haven't already, come follow me on Instagram at Kenya Kelly. I will keep teaching y'all until I can't teach y'all no more. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. All right. Bye, guys.